Is the lights all close? Oh, we're late. All right, everybody, we are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Brandon Bonanza podcast. We have a quote like we do always today in the Brandon Bonanza, and today's quote is from Coolio. Rest in peace, Coolio.
God damn, all my homies dying over here. God damn, dude.
The quote today is slide, slide, slippity slide.
I know. Fucking fantastic voice.
Yeah. Come on a fantastic slide, slide, slippity slide. So allegedly he's on his fantastic voyage, and this picture is me on the right, if you can believe it. That's me.
Oh,
And
wow, dude. Aw.
my friend RJ on the left, and the late Coolio in the middle. See, we do news here sometimes. Someone's like, where do you get your news from? I'm like, I get it from my news. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I got my own news. We're reporting live that Coolio is no longer alive. He's moved on to the spirit realm. He's out of the physical, like we talk about. So good for him. I hope he has a fun journey. A fantastic journey. But speaking of fantastic journeys, my guest today, I couldn't think of the word I was going to say. All right, so my guest today is Sami. He's been on a show recently with myself and the lovely Kaylee from Australia. And oh, my cat ran away. I zoomed out so you could see my cat, but she ran away. But anyway, we did a live stream with Kaylee about what happens after you die, and then me and Sami decided to do one, and Coolio dies. Synchronicity? I think not. I think so. I mean, anyway, what's up, Sami?
All my OGs is dying, man. That's so sad, man. I love gangster shit, so it sucks that Coolio
Well,
died.
you're in luck then, because they're gonna play the shit out of it now.
I know. Fucking poor
Happens.
Coolio.
You always gotta wait.
I remember homeboy used to act in like fucking B movies in Croatia and shit and be like the American guy. Like, yeah, Coolio, okay, we want you to act like an American soldier that we captured. And like he's just acting in like Yugoslavian movies and shit. Like, oh well, dude. Sucks.
With his crazy antlers that he had with his hair. Like, you can't be no army with hair like that. What you doing? What you doing? All right.
Oh my God.
What are you doing, Coolio? You cannot be in the army with hair like that. He's in Bollywood. All right. Anyway. All right. Enough for the
making him laugh.
In the army, but here you do not have hair like that in the army. What are you doing? Coolio's like, yo, I'm just fucking.
You gotta have me be the announcer for your special when you have your HBO special. I'll be like, comedy legend, Brandon Bonanza.
What's HBO?
Make some motherfucking noise, like a fucking damn comedy jam.
Oh yeah.
And the first joke you do is like, nowadays, ladies, you got to wash your ass. You got to wash your ass. Shit.
That's some old school shit there.
I know.
Shit,
my ass coming straight out of Long Beach, so I be knowing all that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you know exactly. That's right. You're in Long Beach right now, aren't you?
Yep.
Long Beach, tic tac, grab a gat, watch it back.
I'm in the next part where they don't do none of that. No, I ain't never met Snoop. Unfortunately. I would tell him sign me to death row. I'd be like spitting the most gangster rhymes. No, I'm kidding. Shit, no. But like, I swear to God, if he did it 10 years ago, I'd be all on the bandwagon. Like, oh yeah, death row, the West Coast back. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Things you end up liking in life, dude. Crazy.
You could probably hit him up on Instagram. I follow him on Instagram. He shares the funniest stuff.
I know. I follow him too. I love it. He comes with funny shit.
Yeah, he's just great. He doesn't care. So
Yeah.
what's going on with you, Sammy? My friend Sammy hit me up for a tarot reading, and I've been
Hell yeah.
busy this
I'm
week
trying to see
recording,
where the
and
energy's going.
yeah. So I was like, why don't we just hop on a live stream? Speaking of live stream, let's see if we have anybody in the old chat. I should say, let's see who's in the chat.
I know,
And
I see what they're looking there. I'm sorry.
no, that's cool. Oh, we got Angela
Yeah.
Baby Carlson. Oh, that's right. Wrench. I could give her a wrench tonight. Angela Baby Carson. You bet. All right. So I'm going to bestow a wrench on you, but listen, no, I'm just kidding. I saw earlier, big shout out to Awesome Austin and James. They're doing a breaking the chains episode. Odd moderator. There we go. On their channel, the Mellow Dome. So go check that out. And in there, I saw Angela Baby Carson, and she asked for a wrench. And I said, come to the next live stream. And she did. Brandon, do you have Facebook? I do have Facebook. I'll drop the link in the chat for my Facebook. So Sammy,
Yo.
why
Yeah.
don't you talk a little bit about the last reading I gave you for people while I do this?
Oh, sure, sure. Well, I mean, shit. I mean, look at the cards I got from before. You posted them in the chat, right? So,
I
hang
did.
on. Yeah, I might have to. Yeah, hang on. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
I'm going up
Because
at the imaging. Okay,
no,
here we go. So I got I got the worry card, I got the fool card, I got the Queen of Cups. And yeah, so I got those three from what I can tell in this
you had the
chat.
Fool card, right?
Yeah, the fool card, yeah.
All right.
Is that like the tarot version of the Joker?
Yeah, kind of. It actually embodies that. That's what I think the symbolism they use this is the same, and that's why they put it in a regular deck of cards, because there is no major arcana. And the Fool, the way I look at it, kind of embodies all of the 22 cards, because he's doing the journey. He's like the hero that goes on the hero's journey. If you think of the major arcana as a hero's journey, it could be used as several different ways to look at it, but one of them is an interpretation of a hero's journey. So oops, I feel like he's the one, like he's Luke Skywalker kind of, but he's also the Fool. So he's funny. He's lighthearted. You can look at it both different ways as of a fool, because in the beginning of the journey, he's literally a fool. And then after that, he learns to mask everything as being a fool, so he can like get his point of view across, but kind of make people laugh instead of making claims and pissing people off. He could be like, oh, that guy's just a fool. So that's why we listen to him. But yeah, so I'm going to shuffle up some cards, and I got this deck. It's the Sugar Skull deck. And I think it's very appropriate because we're coming into fall. So it's here. Let me just do this. I'll put it on me.
Sugar Skull, eh?
Cool. Back to me, everybody. All right. This is the Sugar Skull Tarot. This is the book that comes with it. I got it at there it is. I got it at Marshall's, of all places, a while ago. Marshalls. This isn't a Marshalls commercial. Go to morelawsmoreproblems.com and put your money to me. So yeah, several ways to support us there. A little commercial. And then today I had to go to Marshall's, and I saw that they had a book on the tarot, and look at what book they had. Tarot and Tequila, but it's the same company.
Interesting.
And it's a guidebook for cocktails. Not that we're going to be doing any cocktails, but we can inspire some people. But no, it gives a reading for each card, and it's pretty cool. So without any further ado, let me see what I got here. All right, so. And want everybody to know they could book me for a tarot reading if they'd like to. Hit me up. It's Brandon at shadowworked.com. I put the link in the description. BRANDON, and it's the word, it's then at, then shadow worked, like ED altogether.com. And yeah, hit me up. So, all right, let's see what we got here. First card is the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh. That's a good number. Here you go. I'll show you.
Tell me more.
Show me more. 7 of Pentacles. There we go. So 7s are good because they represent perfection. And Pentacles have to do with the realm of the material. So just like I said, Coolio left a material realm. Maybe he hit 10 or 11. I don't know, 9, 11. And so it represents this physical realm. So it also can have to do with family. It could have to do with the way you support yourself in this realm, you know, like the job you have or however you get money. It could have to do with all kinds of stuff like that. Definitely nature. And like I said, 7 is the number of perfection. So it's a good number. If you take the roots of 7, you have 3 and 4. That's like represents the balance, I think, you know, like getting to know yourself and balancing out your ego, getting to cultivate your intuition. And I see 7 potted plants here. And she looks a little like, the look on her face, she looks like a little worried or something. And it's at night, and you have the 2 big luminaries in the background. So let's see what the book has to say. That's what I have to say, but it says rum and coke. Oh no, this is the wrong book. I'm just kidding. So what do you think of the card so far?
Ooh, that shit looks interesting. I hope it means I'm gonna get some money. I hope
Money.
I hope this is like tarot prices right now. Like, come on down, you get a living room set. I'd be like, what the fuck? I want the cash. Give me the cash.
Give me the cash. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't need no goddamn.
Dude, right here it says a new car.
That's what I'm talking about. Put $1 in the showcase. Be like $1, Bob.
$1.
$1.
What about Drew?
I know, fuck that guy. I don't like that guy. He sucked when he had his sitcom.
Oh yeah, the Drew Carey show. I used to watch that, of course. All right, so basic definition. So this card represents your past position. So it's about the past of the situation, which we're basically just giving Sammy a general reading, and see how it goes. Only if you're still living.
So I really am a temporarily inconvenienced millionaire.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it says right here. The 7 of Pentacles can refer to a time in your life when you have finished a project and are now reflecting on the journey to see if it was worth it or not. Why not take a pause to check your investment? You've put in a good amount of work so far, thoughtfully planned out everything. And now you can wait and see the rewards come in. When this card shows up in a reading, you need to be patient. Dude, what did you just say? You're a millionaire?
I
No,
temporarily inconvenienced millionaire, yeah.
Yeah, inconvenience you temporarily. So that's what you got to be patient. That's great.
Indeed, my friend, indeed.
And
the
then
card talking to me, man. They want me to have some money.
And this card came in your past position. So I think this represents everything that you did in the past to set yourself up the way you're working financially, the way what we were talking about with land before, and
Heard.
getting more mobile because you did all this
dude.
work toward that. And it seems that there's a waiting period that you had to wait for. So possibly that waiting period is going to be coming over soon, but it's just telling you like from
Ooh,
the
that would
past
be so
education.
cool, Brandon. You don't even know, man. Like I'd be like so happy, man.
I think so, man.
Have
Let's
like
see.
an avalanche of some prosperity. I would totally like have you been my personal tarot reader. Like just be like, hey,
Dude, if
be
you
on.
become a billionaire, I'll just hang out in your entourage. Are you kidding me?
Hell yeah, for sure. You know I would too. I'd be like, hell yeah, let's record your first album, get that shit out, and get you a spindle.
Dude,
Get you a
we would just yeah,
huh?
I'd just be your point guy in your entourage, of course. I'd be the guy that,
Hell
talk to everybody. Come on. Out of the way, everybody. This is Sammy. You don't know Sammy, he's a sheik.
yeah. I'm the internet crazy man, but I'm many things. Who knows?
Exactly. All right.
She,
A tequila definition. So this gives another definition, I guess, having to do with tequila, whatever that is. I probably should have read the beginning of the book. Anyway, she wanted to be a teacher ever since she was a little girl. Lining up her stuffed animals in her bedroom to teach them English and math are some of her fondest memories.
aw,
Graduating from college gives her the education needed to start her professional journey. However, she has been considering going for her master's degree in education. Don't do it. She's sick of school right now, but she knows that if she continues her education, she will find a job faster. Bullshit. And will get paid more. I don't know, maybe, allegedly. Anyway, she has come so far, and now she is waiting for a sign to tell her what she should do. Maybe she should take a year to think on it while subbing at some local schools in the area. Ugh, gross. Homeschool your kids. Anyway, either way, she will be rewarded by her work invested. So I think obviously for you, that means about learning, stuff that's going to help you, not going to school, but we
hell
get it.
yeah.
So that's cool that it came in your past position.
Word.
Ooh. Dude, this is a crazy because you just said, what did you just say? Price is Right.
Word.
Well,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Speaking of game show themes, in your present position, you have the Wheel of Fortune. Dun, 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 dun. Look at
Ooh,
they even show Vanna White's hand right there. Hang on, let me.
that's crazy, dude. Hell
Yeah,
yeah, let me see that real quick. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, shit. Hell yeah, man. Fuck. Wheel of Fortune was my mom's favorite show growing up. Like she'd always be like, "Don't bother me during Wheel of Fortune. I'm watching Wheel of Fortune. I love that show."
that's crazy. And Snickers is back
Aw, Kitty.
for some Black
Hey.
Cat action when I'm getting a tarot reading. Every time I do a tarot reading, if she's around, she'll come over. Oh, I
She's
can hear
like,
her.
"Oh, you're working with the energies. I want some of that. Give me some of that while you're working with them energies."
Yeah, exactly. I like how those clouds in the bottom look like fingers.
I know.
And
What
then you
if they are fingers of air?
got, that's
Fingers
crazy.
of
And
air.
another synchronicity. This is it depicts a roulette wheel that and casino chips in that picture from the beginning of the podcast with me and my friend and Coolio was inside a casino at Las Vegas, Nevada at Planet Hollywood. So
Wow, cool.
synchronicities abound. I haven't
I know
watched
they don't
anything.
exist anymore, do they?
Oh, Angela, I'm 46 too. There's another synchronicity. I'm 46, retired, own 3 homes, and grow a lot of my own food. I even make my own dresses. I garden, can harvest in the wild. Angela, you sound like a legend. So 46. What's your birthday? That's the question. I want to see if I'm older than you or you're older than me. Ugh. Most women don't like to say how old they are. I keep forgetting that when I'm talking with Sharon. I'm like, yeah, Sharon is, and then I'm like, she's timeless. And I'm 46. And I grew an inch. I'm 46 going on 85. Going on like 30. October 8th. Oh, 10-8. I like it. But I'm actually older than you because my birthday is the day outside of time. My birthday is the 183rd day of the year, which means there's 182 days before it and 182 days after it. So I'm the direct inverse of New Year's. Well, Gregorian, whatever.
Is it like June 4th?
Nope, July 2nd.
Oh, okay.
The day that they signed the Declaration of Independence, I think it was.
Yeah.
And they ratified it on the 4th.
The actual July 4th, July 2nd.
And I was born in 1976, which is actually 200 years after that date to the day.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about synchronicity, baby? I have the same numeral. My birthday, I sound like Porky Pig, is numerologically the same as July 4th, 1776, because I have the 2nd and there's the 4th and it's 19 and there's a 17. So it's just the 2. So it makes up for it, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. That's why I think I used to be so patriotic when I was younger and I joined the Marine Corps. You know, I was like Captain America, literally. And I'm a giant.
That whole idea is such a beautiful idea, but it's like when you see it in real life, you realize it's not real. But
Angela's actually older than me because I forgot it hasn't been October 8th yet. So she was born in 1975. So she got me, but it's all right though. I still like it. You're a Libra, right? I have my ascending sign is Libra. So, and Sharon's birthday is wait, oh my God, hang on. I think Sharon's birthday is the 8th too. I'm like the worst when it comes to this. Let me look it up. Yeah, I think it is the 8th because that's crazy. But she was born a little later because I'm older than her. And she's timeless, everybody. Remember? Timeless. That's my camera. That's not going to help me. She should be in here telling us. Oh, no, she was the 9th. Okay, I knew it was the 8th or the 9th. So Sharon is 10-9. You're 10-8. That's crazy. So you guys are the same sun sign. And Sharon and I have my rising sign is Libra and her sun is Libra. Yes, I'm a Libra person, Angela. She said Libra are the best people. So my rising sign's there. It's not my sun. I'm a Cancer. And then I have a Virgo moon. But anywho, this is about Sami, but we do have to entertain people. So
indeed. I'm not afraid to, have it be about other stuff too. It's all good, Just take it whatever you feel like, Brandon.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
I trust you. You're the professional podcaster, my friend.
That's right. I am a professional podcaster. I've made money. Not a lot, but I make money. I have a couple donors, so it's pretty exciting. It's not a lot, but guess what? Every dollar I make doing this is like a bonus. So I sent a letter to Owen Benjamin today too, and I asked him to come on the Over Sharon show. So shout out to Owen Benjamin. I also donated to the campgrounds. I'm very excited about that. Sharon went to the Bear Fest and had an amazing time and finally met a friend of hers, and then they became lovers, I guess you could say. Not at the festival, but afterwards. And now he went and just visited her for like 5 days because he's in New Jersey and she's in Arizona. Yeah. So shout out to them, Sharon and Cody.
Romantic.
So I think this is very synchronistic because this is the 10. Last time in your present position, you have the pool, which is the 0. So this is just like adding the 1 to it because the 10
0 to 100 real quick.
Exactly. You just went up by a multiple of 10 is one thing. The other thing is Wheel of Fortune was your mom's favorite show. So I think that's another synchronicity too, because we talked about your mom before. In fact, it came up in the present. I think that that's still your inspiration.
I believe it. Honestly, at this point, I'm just living to prove like I'm still gonna be alive, even if she's not here no more. I'm still representing the best I can. You know what I mean? I'm not special, but I'm trying. I
You're
think
real
we all
special. Look
are.
at you. You probably can
Oh,
perform the Special Olympics. You're so special.
shit. No,
Just for everyone knows. Go
I'm
ahead.
too good for that. I would be like, no, I'm cool. I'll let the other retards do it.
Dude, if they had mental gymnastics, you'd kill it. And I don't mean
Shit.
it like, not like
No,
in
I
a,
feel you though. I feel you though. I mean, yeah, but yeah, no. I I could definitely do good with like professional weed smoking. Like
yeah, yeah.
if they wanted to make like a professional weed smoking event, I could hold I
You ever
could
play
hold
chess?
yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, so I got to get my friend's kid to play you because I need to play him too. But he's starting to beat everybody. He's 7,
Little genius baby. Oh my
and
God.
he learned how to play, and now he's smashing it. Like his dad, who I'm really good friends with, won't even play him anymore because he beats him, and they're very competitive. And so yeah, let me see if I can hook that up because I want to play with him too. But he plays online, so I think I'll tell my friend Dwayne, I'm like, listen, my good friend Sami is a poker player and he's really smart. So let him play against Phoenix because you'll probably beat him at first, but he'll learn from better people. That's why I want to play him
Oh
too.
hell no. I'm not like a chess grandmaster or nothing, but you know what I mean? I'm down to play him. Little boy probably kicked my ass though. Like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
well, yeah, you never know. I'm excited. Chris from South Jersey says his middle daughter is a Libra, October 12th. Wow. October 12th is my friend Eric's birthday, and October 13th and I grew up with my friend Eric. I've talked about him on the show. Really good dude. He's the one who made it through a heroin addiction right before the shutdown. He got out of rehab like a week before everything shut down, and he still pulled through. So shout out to him. And he was born on the 12th. My parents' anniversary is on the 13th, so October. And my niece, wait a minute, maybe that's what it is. When was my niece born?
My older brother's birthday is on the 26th.
My niece's birthday is I think the 6th. Doesn't say it.
Wow. Well, I know, what's funny, it's not really a synchronicity, but in Egypt they have this whole thing about the 6th of October because that's the one war where they quote unquote won against Israel. So they always make a big deal that 6th of October, and they've got cities named that 6th of October.
That's crazy. If they
Yeah,
only
like
knew.
I know, and it's like they didn't even really win, but that shows you the length to which your country will go to lie to its people and be like, "Oh, we won, but we didn't really win, but we won." But I mean, it's kind of like America and Vietnam. We didn't really win in Vietnam; we lost, but it's just like we tell everybody, "Oh, we won every battle."
I think the Vietnamese lost that war overall. Oof,
I
like the
know
people.
exactly,
All right.
exactly.
So let's not get me started about war.
Yeah. Oh,
You can
I'm
go
so
read my
sorry.
blog post about it on morelawsmoreproblems.com.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I connect everything to everything. I'm really not.
Oh no, you don't have to be sorry. I'm just trying to pull it
Oh,
around. No, this is entertaining. Don't worry about it. I'm just pulling the episode because if I get started about war, we're gonna be here all day. But I was in the Marine Corps, everybody remember?
yeah.
So the Wheel of Fortune, for you, like I was saying, so exponential. I think everything's moving fast, and I just said this on a show recently. I think we're at a time where things are just moving faster, and people are either spiraling up or they're spiraling down, and that's what this card really represents because the fortune seems like fate, it seems like chance, and there's a lot of things that are going to happen that are out of our control. We don't get to choose the time when we're here. We don't get to choose what happens exteriorly to us. The things in our life that kind of happen, we don't get to choose all that, but we do get to choose what we want to do with the challenges that we're presented with and the time we're given while we're here. And I kind of stole that from Gandalf. But I think that that's really what it's all about. Is there's a Wheel of Fortune, but you also get to choose. I guess maybe you could choose if you're going to spiral up or down.
How you react to it.
Yeah, that too, exactly. And but I think by being positive, and not even always, this is the thing, right? Because I don't think it's all about just white, and it's white and dark. It's like the yin and the yang, the yin and the yang.
Yeah.
They fit together, and I think that it's more about taking things as they come and just not being a victim. And then when that's the case, you can spiral upwards and you could win. You can hit your lucky number.
Hell yeah. I mean, you can't win unless you try. I mean, that's the whole thing. You have to be willing to try something. Like, if you're not willing to try, you're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's 100% true.
And the thing is, like, I took a lot of shots in crypto, but like, like it's mostly just you don't lose until you sell. So if you're holding on and you just hold on to it, eventually it's gonna have an uptime where you can turn around and sell it. It's just, it depends what it is. But I mean, like even with people and Bitcoin, they always say like, oh, Bitcoin is dead every time it goes down. But they don't understand it's innate to the whole thing to have it go up and down. You can't have it go up to those insane heights if it doesn't occasionally go down, not financial advice, and we're not talking about finance on the show, but you know what I mean? Just so you know, but
no, yeah, I know exactly. Disclaimer, we're just asking questions, right? Wouldn't that make sense?
I know.
But if you win any money, send it this way.
I know.
Yeah, I think that what was I gonna say? I think I lost my train of thought. That's funny.
The Wheel of Fortune, something about the Wheel of Fortune because of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we could come back to that. That's fine. But I'll probably remember what I was talking about. That's usually what happens. Contacts are a little dry. Excuse me, everybody. Okay, so yeah, spiraling up. And it's also really about being patient. It's like you have to wait and see what comes. Let's see what the book says though. Oh, I peeked at the last card. Wow, this is gonna be, dude, talk about synchronicities. I'm not gonna tell you though. Everyone's in suspense. Only I get to know because I'm the reader. We're gonna go back to the Wheel of Fortune. I will say it was a major arcana card though, which is, if you're not familiar with the tarot, everybody, let me give you a little bit about it. There's 78 cards in a standard tarot deck, 78, and 22 of them are the major arcana, which are more of the macrocosm, and it's more the outside, the big picture ideas. And they could, it's like a book. People said that it's like a book that was removed from the Library of Alexandria, maybe, if you believe in all that. And there's just so many ways to look at them. And the minor arcana are like a regular deck of playing cards. Instead of 52, there's 56 because they add an extra court card. There's a page. In most decks, it's called a page. And so it's like you have a regular deck of cards, king, queen, jack. Well, they have king, queen, knight, and page. So the jack kind of embodies both of those. Actually, it's kind of funny, both of those concepts. But we're looking for, what am I doing here? Oh, they're just, see, they throw in a bunch of drink recipes everywhere, so you get really confused. It's a cool book though, and I love Marshall's because their prices are just, it's hard to go in there because the prices are so good.
They best give you some fucking reward points for this shit.
Yeah, I know, right? Come on, Marshalls, hook me up.
I know, you mentioned Marshalls for about like 10 times. I should
Go to
I should
morelawsmoreproblems.com, everybody, and you could support Marshalls by supporting me, and I'll just go shop there. Okay. The Wheel of
TJ
Fortune.
no.
When the Wheel of Fortune shows up in a reading, you have come to a positive turning point in your life. This is exciting stuff. Life changes every 3 months from good to bad and back to good again. The cycle of life constantly turning. The cycle of life constantly turning. And a lot of this, let me start again from the top and take two. It's just weird when the sentence starts with and. It's like, wait, what? They're not supposed to start a sentence with and. I heard and.
I know that would piss off my mom. She'd be like, "What the hell?
And a
You
lot
can't start a sentence with and. That's not how you do English. What the fuck?"
that pissed Sharon off too. She's a grammar queen, as we call her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a
I'm also
German.
a grammar Nazi. I had
Yeah,
to
exactly.
that grammar.
Exactly.
You better
She's
go to grammar camp.
that's our lovely Sharon, everybody. But they did it in the book and it passed the editor. So what are you gonna do? And a lot of that is completely out of control. So it says the cycle of life is constantly turning, and a lot of that is completely out of control. With this tarot card, an unexpected change of good fortune has entered your life and you could feel it. Maybe a resolution around a concern you've been worrying about has just turned out very positive. Maybe you'll receive a windfall of cash, dude.
Ooh, I'm feeling that.
Whatever it is, look forward to some good fortune. You deserve it. That's so crazy because you talked about being a patient millionaire.
Aw.
So either these cards are just telling you what you want to hear.
Yay.
That's the one thing that I always tell people. That's the kind of the danger of the tarot is that it tells you what you want to hear. So you might be thinking cash, but this might be wealth in a spiritual sense. You might gain an understanding over something, have like a dark night of the soul or whatever, and you come through it and you have a better, as James True would say, aperture, and a bigger one or wider one. And then you could maybe money won't be not a problem anymore because of that too. But maybe you won't be a millionaire.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's the danger, because some people get a reading and they're like, oh, I'm going to get rich now. And it's like, well, that's what you were thinking, but the tarot's speaking to you, but how are you perceiving it? Go ahead.
You might realize you're rich with friends and brotherhood and connections to people who care about you type of stuff.
Yeah. And you might realize that that might gain, and then you're like, wow, that's really cool. Yeah. Cause you might not have noticed it before. Go ahead.
I mean, I see how your shows are growing because you've been consistent about doing them every couple of days or whatever. And it's growing, man. You're doing it. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could happen for me,
Exactly.
Maybe not in the form of a show, but something else,
Yeah, we're spiraling up. We're all spiraling up because everything right now has happened so fast. Like, it's so crazy. Like the weekend, I'll DJ like 2 weddings, sometimes 3, usually only 2 these days, because I cut down. I'm like, only 2 a weekend, please. And so, but they just fly by. And that's what I keep telling people who are getting married right now when I have a meeting with them ahead of time. I'm like, because we'll do a meeting a couple weeks or a month before. And I'm always like, just remember to like enjoy yourself and stay in the moment. Because this, I know you're like worried about the planning stuff. I'm like, but this is going to fly by. Like, I'm going to blink and it's already going to be next month. So enjoy it. And that's a message for everybody here. Enjoy these times.
And not just that, if you love what you're doing, then it makes it worth a lot more in terms of how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
It will just go right by like that because you love what you're doing,
And I talked about this with Woodshop.
Yeah, I watched that.
And he said, even if you could find a job or way to make money, say you have a job that you hate, if you could transition into something that's just fun or easy, maybe it's not your dream job right now, but it's still going to put you in a better place and give you more free time. And, it's Or you could become like the Indian who sweeps the road, and he realized that's his dharma to be the road sweeper, and he's like fucking elated to do it every day. There's several different ways to look at this, but I think if like I did, I went from like the car business and I was making more money then, but now I'm in this DJ business. I've started in 2008 and I supported myself, and then I did comedy for a while, and I did still doing DJing, but that was the thing. It gave me a lot of free time, and it's something I enjoyed. It was challenging, still is really challenging, which I really like, because like sometimes people aren't dancing and you got to figure out, how are we going to get these people dancing?
And the thing is, you like it, which makes it go a lot faster. So it's not like some soul crushing shit where you've gotta like, do a bunch of annoying shit and then type a bunch of shit and then call people and be like, yeah, I typed that. No, I typed it exactly how you said. Blah 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 blah. And you have to tell them over and over, like, oh no, I typed it exactly how you wanted it, and then they're just like checking and checking and checking. That shit is annoying.
Like micromanaging.
Yeah, hell yeah. I can't stand stuff where it's like that.
Yeah, I'm the same way. So
I mean, one thing I gotta mention is like I feel like I got it from my dad to not want to work for somebody else. I'd rather work for myself, So I admire what you're doing, because like you're actually doing that, you're making it happen for you, and I think that's pretty cool.
yeah, it's cool too, because I work for a company who my really good friend owns, the one who started me off in this business, and then he opened this company a couple years later and it really blew up. So I have a lot of freedom, and there's a whole company and a girl that works in the office that'll take care of most of the clients. And then unless they want to meet me beforehand, everybody does a meeting like a month before or so, or a couple weeks. But other than that, I really don't have a lot to do unless they have like certain questions, they can hit me up and stuff. But yeah, it's really cool. So that takes a lot off of that end of the work that I wouldn't want to do with this, and I just get to really go out and have a good time. So yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's hard work, you got to like set up everything, and everything's heavy, of course, because it's loud. And then you have to deal with a bunch of different like personalities and stuff. And most times people work in the business are pretty cool, but sometimes you get like just pains in the asses. And then there's a lot of drunk people you have to kind of corral at points, but it's cool. Like I'm a giant man and I have a loud voice, so it's fun. And mostly it's like one of the happiest times of people's lives, because they're getting married and all their friends are there. So we only really deal with people that aren't going to be a headache. Dwayne has a good way, allegedly, of because we have a pretty good amount of business. So if he meets with somebody that's just going to seem like they're micromanaging or just not, going to be a problem, he's like, we're booked. So it's pretty cool. But anywho, back to you. I think that this is a good card. It says that about the cash. I think that's pretty cool. So even if it's not cash, it could still be some kind of reward, something that you were going to treasure. Good shit, dude. I really think it's in the area of consciousness too, which is really good, because you can never get too much of that. Your aperture can never be wide enough.
I mean, as long as you're able to understand what's happening around you, that's the best you can do. Certain people, I think if they open their aperture too far, they'd freak out.
Yeah, no, that's why. Well, what I meant was,
oh, no worries, man. I'm not like attacking you. I'm just explaining
how dare you? Oh, no, I hear what you're saying. But what I was kind of vague when I said that, but what I meant was that not that everybody should have a super wide aperture. It's just that I don't think you can ever get to a place where you couldn't make it wider.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? I think that there's always going to be something to see. You might not have to see it, but I don't think that anyone's ever like, yeah, man, maybe Christ, okay, maybe a figure like that. But other than that, I think everybody has something they could still see if they want to.
I mean, I think that's universal.
Even me.
I think
me, everybody. Listen, just because I look like this.
Yeah, I think it's universal towards everything, Brandon. Like, I think everybody, which I mean, I'm sure, including Jesus, like, I mean, he basically saw everything, but thinking, I'm sure, like, if he'd have had longer, he might have been different in some type of way. But it still would have been perfect. But, like, I mean, the more time God has to do something, the more he's able to do. So who knows? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. But that's why he knew. And the funny thing is, like, in the Bible, people look at Judas like he's a bad guy, but it's like, no, he's the one who facilitated the whole thing to happen. And even if you look at it esoterically and you don't believe in the whole story literally, there's still something to be said there about what that sacrifice means. A willing sacrifice like that means esoterically or symbolically, I could say, in symbolism. What's it mean? Anyway, shifting gears before we piss off everybody. How dare you? I think that a gain in consciousness is worth more than a gain in gold. That's what most people know by now. But alchemy, everybody thought it was like turning lead into gold, but it's really it could be that. That's the physical, but the spiritual on the mental plane, when you're going to turn mental lead into mental gold, that's what it means. You're going to open your aperture, baby. Speaking of opening your aperture, baby, let's check out the next card in your reading. La la la. There we go. This is number 20. Judgment. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that.
Yeah.
Now, with the reason I laughed when I looked at it was because it's number 20, which is double of 10. And at the top of the card, it has 2 10s. So you went from a 0 to a 10 to 2 10s. So this is what I think this means. Think back of where you were during that reading in your life, right? Hang on, let me switch the view so people can see you. Hold up, there we go. I know how to podcast. How dare you? So think about where you were, and now think about where you are now. I think you're not that you were in a bad place, but I think you are elevated up from where you were, even if it's the way you feel about the world, or maybe money wise, or maybe whatever it is, right? You're on an elevated, and now in the future, well, there I said the F word, damn it. Moving forward.
Sure. Oh shit.
Well, if you look at it like an access point, this card, the 0 card you got the last time was the present moment. And the present moment in this one is the 20 or the 10. And then the outcome on this one is the 20. So it's like a kind of future anchor. So I think it just means growth again. So now, since the last time we talked until the next one, or, say it was a month ago and now in a month from now, you're going to be at that even higher place, what was the card? Do you have them pulled up? What was the last card last time? The outcome.
Hang on, I'll look at it again. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. So this card,
I believe it was the Queen of Cups.
all right, that's pretty awesome too. I remember that now. I really do. I was sitting out my front deck. So Judgment, this is like, she's blasting the horn. It's like it's like the apocalypse, right? But what it really means is just an unveiling of truth. And what I just said about, I mean, I kind of did look at the card, but I wasn't thinking about that aspect of it. But what I said about gaining consciousness, maybe that's why it popped into my head. Maybe just subconsciously I got it. But by looking at it. But so this is like a waking up or revelation of a new idea, a new way to be in the world, a new way to view the world. Maybe shedding some victim consciousness or something, you know.
Indeed.
Maybe there's in it what it seems to me is, because I was talking yesterday to Awesome Austin, check that show out if you haven't seen it, and we were talking
Yeah.
about loops and patterns that people get stuck in, and this is a way to break out of that pattern. Or maybe I was talking about that wood shop, you know, just go back and watch both of them. They were so awesome.
I seen both of them. They were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking everyone's watching, not you. I know that you.
Hell yeah. You're kicking ass.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like these conversations I've been having lately are just off the chain. Yeah. And this one's really fun too. I mean, like all this stuff. I feel like I got the Midas touch, baby. You know, like I'm on a show and it turns to gold. That's why I'm trying to get Owen on, because I'm like, Owen, because he's turning shit to gold too. Anyway.
Like
Right.
I'm really proud of him, dude. Like he's actually one of the people out there that's actually doing what he says he's doing, and he's doing his farming thing. He's got his family going. He's not like fucking around with the bullshit of like, oh, the world's gonna explode every 10 minutes. Like there's a lot of people who are doing that way too much, man.
Yeah. And he's funny as hell. Even when he's wrong, like, you know, listen, I like the guy. That's all that matters. You don't have to fucking agree with everything that somebody says. You know, that's like, he has a concept that he calls 90s friends. He's like, listen, if we could have been friends in the 90s, we could be friends now, you know. And then the other guy, Vox Day, that's on his channel. They put Unauthorized together. He has a saying. It's like, does he eat babies? Or if he doesn't eat babies, then we're good. Like we can get along. So yeah, he's hilarious though, man. Oh my God. I wrote him a joke too, and oh, Steve's in the chat. What's up, dude? We're gonna be on soon. I told Sammy. What are you doing next week? But yeah, dude.
Watch gang, most definitely in the house. You know what I mean?
You want to hear the joke that
He's Russia's favorite podcaster of like representing for Russia during the whole situation right now.
Hell yeah.
He should be getting a Hero of Russia medal over here. He goes on TikTok, he'd be yelling at all them Ukrainians and shit. I'm proud of you, Cloudblatt.
We should get him a Pulitzer Prize.
Hell yeah. The Poltava Prize. Taking him awesome. A piece of Ukraine, my friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Angela, you tell him. Hit the like button.
I just put it out on Twitter, by the way, just so you know, which, by the way, you should follow me on Twitter, but it's all good, you know what I mean?
I'm hardly ever on Twitter. I still have one.
I know.
Follow me on TikTok. I just put my Rodney Norman clips on TikTok. I'm hoping maybe
hell yeah, you're on TikTok see it. Too. I'm there.
Watch me. I'm good. Yeah, so
yeah, homie.
This card's a good card, dude. Revelations, and it's a way to move forward. And I think really what it symbolizes is just having that mindset of doubling your gains. And what you just kind of feel it, right? You just feel like, how would I feel if I got what I wanted? So you feel a certain emotion. And I think if you could feel that emotion, you can kind of pull it towards you the way this realm works. You know, it's really amazing. Another concept I came up with yesterday that kind of blew my mind was that, or no, this was today. So I guess I'll share it because this is something I'm going to be talking about probably on the Oversharing show. So I'll get it out now. I feel like everything that happens in this realm is happening because of truth and people's perception of truth, and they get pulled toward it, kind of like a magnet, right? So that's why people follow, we'll say Trump, right? Donald Trump, because he's saying some things that are true and people are resonating toward it. And since they're not consciously aware of a lot of the things that we are because of their busy lives and stuff, they just get pulled toward it. And now think about this, Donald Trump might actually believe what he's doing and saying. He could be like a puppet, right? Like they say, or whatever, but he could be a true believer, and that would make his words even more attractive because he's speaking truth. So on some level, he's being guided by people that are showing him truths. So he's going after it. And that truth might be you could bang a porn star and drive a Lamborghini, you know. But anyway, he's still being pulled toward truth of certain things. And I think if he believed it more, he'd be more of a beacon. And then people that are doing even like we'd say evil deeds that want to control the world, they're still being pulled by the truth that they perceive.
Sorry.
How dare you?
I was looking for you on TikTok, and TikTok just started playing.
Dude, TikTok is obnoxious. I totally understand, man. Like, that's why I never go on there, because they're always trying to show you. I'm like, dude, I just came here to share a video. Yeah.
Yeah, one part of it is Family Guy and Chinese, and then the other part is like a cocaine cake with the YouTube logo on it or some shit. I don't know what the fuck.
Cocaine cake. That's hilarious.
Shit, I know, right? But
So
yeah,
I
I'll
think
definitely follow you on there too. Just let me know what that is.
yeah, I'll send you a link.
Yeah, for sure. I looked on your site. It wasn't there. I was like, okay.
Oh yeah, I probably didn't put it on my site. I should do that.
Yep.
Yep. I haven't used it in so long. I just tried it for like a month, and I was like, I'm done. All right, so judgment. According to the Tarot of Tequila, basic definition. Can you feel that you've changed? And seeing the judgment card appear in your reading proves it. You have arrived at a very powerful life-altering stage in your progression, and you have, they did it again. They started another sentence with and. These bastards. And you have to be able to now reflect on your past and allow yourself to move on. The universe is calling on you right now. The angels are blowing their horns, and you need to listen to what they're telling you. However, before you can move on to the next big step in your life, you have to absolve, release, and forgive yourself of your past. You can't take the old you along the journey.
Exactly. And I've been facing that lately. Like I've been thinking a lot, like how like the me from a few years ago, maybe like 10 years ago or more, would probably hate the me now. But the thing is, I also hate the old me, because it's like, you know what, like that was the old me, and that was a part of me that didn't understand what I know now, type of stuff, you know. Which in a way, I guess hate is a strong word, because I really don't even hate the old me. I see how the old me had to be the old me to become the new me,
Yeah.
like the kid me. But like I find it cringe to look at shit from even like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, you know, like. So I mean, it's amazing the amount of change I've had in the past couple of years.
That's awesome, man. Well, you
Yeah.
know, just like an addict that gets clean, you know, you have to go through shit, and then it makes you stronger when you do.
I know, and you know what? Like, speaking of that, I mean, when Austin Awesome was talking about that, I could really vibrate with that, because you know what? That's literally why I avoided like drugs harder than weed. Anything harder than weed, I won't do it, because I don't even want to go down that road. I've seen enough people around me suffer from that shit. It's not no good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel that, you know, and I respect what they've had to go through, because that's hard, you know. And then everybody's just hating on you the whole time. Like, why, you know, why can't you just magically quit it and feel better? And, you know, the underlying problem in a lot of those cases is they weren't loved and supported by the people they were counting on, and they asked them over and over to like love them and support them, and they were just like, nope, nope, nope. And eventually, like, you get neglected so much, you gotta drug yourself with something to not just feel that anger. And I feel them on that, that's a lot of pain having a
Yeah, dude, you nailed it. Exactly. But I think that this is another good, I think your readings, every time we do a reading, and for people who don't know, we do one every couple months or whatever month, depending on when Sammy needs a little bit of clarification. And
Yeah.
it seems like they're always pointing in the same direction. And there's like a common thread that's been going on, and a lot of it has to do with like being patient, just like that the seven of Pentacles. But I think that it was in the past position is good, because it's kind of like the waiting's over and you're ready
Yeah.
to receive now whatever it is you're going to get, whatever bounty, whether it's like,
Oh yeah.
I'm rubbing my hands, I'm like, yeah.
I know. I don't want to rub my hands too much because then I'll turn Jewish. Oh no.
Your nose will start growing allegedly,
I
yeah.
know.
If
Pinocchio's like,
everybody,
no, I want. Pinocchio's like, no, I want to be a robot now. Fuck it, I don't want to be a real boy. Fuck
yeah,
that.
right.
That new Pinocchio shit. Like whatever, dude.
Well, that's what society's saying. They don't want to be real boys, they want to be, robots, basically. Automatons that just listen to the news. That's what they told us. Anyway, let's not get started. But anyway, yeah. So I think this is really good, dude. Like, good reading for you. I'm excited.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
I mean, you got the Judgment card, that's like the only card higher is the World. We are the world. But I like it because it was like doubling of that 10. And that's what I was gonna say. So you have the 0, the Fool, it's the void. It represents, like, that's what 0 is supposed to represent. They say it's a placeholder, right? But it really represents the void, and 1 comes out of the void. So I think void, and the reason it's a 0 is because it's a portal. It's a portal to like the spiritual realm. And you come through that literal portal as you're born, and you're in the physical realm. So now you have the 1, and so you went from the Fool last time. This time you have the 0 and the 1, so you have that creative force with you, and now you also have the Magician with it, so you can create. And now then you got the 2, which is the feminine aspect of it, and the next will be the 3, the Trinitude. So 3 is all about making something, like it represents a child, right? Like the 1's the father, the 2's the mom, they get together, have the 3, right? But it could be any kind of, it could be a creative thing, it could be money that you manifested, it could be spiritual knowing, like I was saying earlier. So I think that you're good to go there, dude. I'm excited about it. So
Yeah, man. I'm
yeah.
surprised. I'm looking for it, man. I'm looking for the abundance, because like for real, the universe, I could definitely use the universe raining down some abundance on me. And then I'm gonna be like, yay, I'm free of like all the poverty and whatever type of stuff, Shit, it's pretty depressing how that happens for so many people in our society. I feel like it should be like back in the day where like we were allowed to like create our own money and shit. I'd be in favor of that.
Well, it might be headed there.
I know.
It's going to be eggs. No. Eggs is the new currency, everybody. Get chickens. So, yeah,
Eggs
but
could be money.
oh yeah, dude, water could be
Yeah,
money. You kidding me? If you get the right
yeah.
scarcity, Nate, if you get the right scarcity narrative nailed down, you could make anything the new currency. But there is no lie, and there's plenty of abundance in nature, and allegedly the vapor canopy's coming, so there's nothing to worry
Hell
about.
yeah. Vapor canopy is some good ass weed.
There's there's nothing to fear but fear itself. In Sammy's weed, you should fear that.
Why? What's wrong with weed? You talking all that reefer madness?
No, I mean they should fear smoking your weed
Shit.
because they might
There,
see some shit.
there
They should
ain't
they should
nothing to
have a
be afraid
healthy
of.
fear
It's
and
peaceful,
respect.
happy weed. It's mostly peaceful, happy weed. That's anti-weed racism. Anti-weedism. No, I'm kidding.
I'm trying to compliment your weed.
No, I know. I love you, man. You're
I'm
amazing. I
saying you
love you.
have good weed, and people that don't usually smoke weed should stay away from it because it's gonna make them eat a lot and like go crazy and see things that they might not ready to be. That's you get it. It's
Get
a
them
callback
all
from
want,
earlier in the show.
get them all wanting to play a piano at 3 in the morning. Like, yeah, I'm Elton John. Look at me. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding,
Exactly.
ding.
All right, man. I had a really good time. Think we could wrap up the episode here. And
Yeah, I'm
this is
so
my
sorry. I'm trying to make you laugh with my shitty jokes.
no, this shit was dude, I love shitty jokes. This is my third night in a row this week live streaming, and tomorrow you can watch a show I've already recorded on the Oversharon show. It's going to be 8:33 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't seen this episode, if you're watching it live, or if you watch it tonight or in the morning, you can watch the Oversharon show tonight. We're premiering it with our good friend Asha T Healing, and the conversation gets pretty crazy. So check it out. It was really really intense. Good though, not like in a bad way. That sounded bad. A lot of gravy, a lot of self-knowledge stuff, and Asha is really she packs a lot of information in really quick. Sometimes I'll get going on a rant and talk really fast. She's like that because she knows her shit, and she just like probably has said it so much, which is great. But anyway, check that out tomorrow, and thank you, Sammy, so much. Oh, give a shout out. I put a link, but give a shout out where people can find you.
Yeah, just check my links at odd.bio / Sammy Ahmed 7777 with the exclamation point in front of it. It's there in the YouTube thing. I'm not really trying to push my links too hard. Just go ahead and check them out if you feel like. Or you
All right.
can get on my Telegram, Sammy's Cafe. It's mostly just where I shit post and hang out with my people like Brandon and Sharon and you know my dude, the Slow Squatch, the Squatch gang, we do our thing.
Did you talk to your
You
friend, by the way?
Oh hell yeah.
Whalebone?
Yeah, Whalebone. Yeah, he said he was gonna hit you up, but like I would just send him a message to be like, "Hey, it's Brandon. We was on before, cause like you've hung out with him before. He's cool.
Yeah, I
He'll
want to
hang
get him on my show.
Yeah, cause like I was gonna say before with that egg thing, he's a chicken farmer and he's breeding these like rare chickens that like he's like saved their like bloodline and shit. It's a pretty interesting story.
Whalebone,
Yeah.
I am coming for you. Come with me if you want to live. Come with me if you want to live. All right, there's my robot. I'm a
The
Terminator.
Eraser.
I'm a
Oh yeah,
Terminator.
the Terminator. Yeah,
Come
I
with me
thought
if you
the
want to
Eraser.
live.
Oh my god.
Ah,
I know, right?
he didn't kill you because you weren't armed. Ah.
Yeah, man.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, everybody. Get with me in the closet. That's what he said to his maid.
It, he sounds more like him than he does.
Oh man. Oh look, Nigel, he's in here. He said Asha is a force of nature. Yeah, he just was hanging out with her. So yeah, I know
Oh,
Nigel
yeah.
will be there tomorrow.
Shit.
Awesome. All
I'll
right.
be
Big
there
shout out to
tomorrow.
everybody in the chat.
I'll be hanging out with all y'all.
Yeah, Sam will be here. Big shout out to Nigel, Steve. Angela already went. She went good night. Antoine. Who else is in there today? Me. Big shout out to me. Chris from South Jersey. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you next time. This Monday, everybody, we have the lovely James from Grounded Extract is going to be on. And then Tuesday, I have Hobbit Bear So that's going to be very interesting. So check out those streams, and we will see you later. Bye, everybody. All right.
Oh, hell yeah. Antoine showed up.